What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of JP Randomness. Hope you guys are having a blessed and an amazing day out there wherever you guys are watching this. And if you click this video, you should know the title of this: $200 go-kart. We're gonna get this thing started. It's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna tell you everything we're gonna need, where you can possibly get it from, because you're probably saying $200 go-kart that runs and works. Now, this is without like paint or stuff like that. Those are added stuff. But if you want something that just runs, works, engine, nice, fast, great for your property like the one I got, stay tuned, strap your seatbelts on, because we're jumping into this project. And lo and behold, the go-kart frame. Now, this go-kart I picked up at Facebook Marketplace around the area for only 60 bucks, and the best part is he gave me this free Razor small little kind of dirt bike that's supposed to be electric, but they took the motor off of it. So I'm going to try to turn that to gas and add a motor to it, but that's a totally different episode. Today, our focus is on this go-kart. Now, the places you can find go-kart frames, you gotta check Facebook Marketplace is the best one for me. Let Go is another good one. You can find some frames for your go-kart, and also OfferUp. Those are the top 3 places of reselling that you can find go-kart frames wherever you're at. So check that. You should find it super simple, about 50 bucks. Everybody's selling up for that price. So if you need a go-kart frame, which is the first thing we have as the ingredients to make this $200 go-kart, is a go-kart frame, and that's only 50 bucks. So this is the one I picked up here. It has the brakes, the gas is working perfect. It might need some new tires. I'm going to try to salvage it. It came with this engine. Now, I might keep this engine for like maybe a different project, but that engine is going off, and I'm buying the Predator 212cc, 212cc engine, 6.5 horsepower. That's the one I'm buying to add on to this go-kart, so it should be super fast. Steering isn't moving, so that's why I went to Walmart, picked up some WD-40. You're going to spray this thing up real well. Hopefully it gets it running and turning. Then we can move on to the tires and getting them running. That's the motor mount. This is the big sprocket it came with. This is the brakes, which you see when you press this here, it brakes the go-kart. So I might add some new brake pads on that, but if not, I'll just keep it there. But first, before we oil it, I decided to deal with the tires first. Now, as you see, I'm going to move to this one. This one has a tube inside there, but this has to end up right throughout here, so I could fill it up with air and see if that's the only problem. Because if it is, I'm just going to keep those tires there, fill those over there, so that's what we're going to try first. Alright, so I don't know if you can see me too well, but pumping this thing with air. So that one's good. Now we're going to move to the next one and then try the 2 back tires, see if we can get them good and rolling. So far, everything is going how I have foreseen. This is harder than I thought. We should get it working, and after this technical stuff, the engine should be smooth sailing. So I'll get back to you guys once the tire, where I get to the bottom of this tire right here, and we're going to go lubricate the steering wheel.
Day 2.
Alright, guys, welcome back to day 2 of building our go-kart. Now, you know, last day we found out we needed some new tires and some new tubes for our go-kart, because that, you know, when you buy a $50 frame, there's always going to have something slightly wrong, like tires, or maybe the steering wheel, you got to buy some WD-40, but that's easy to fix. So we decided we needed that, but now, since I bought those on Walmart online, they still haven't got here yet, but I still bought some spray paint. We're going to give this thing a good looking, so when I do get the engine on and everything rolling, it'll look nice. Now, if for you guys who have a budget, you really don't have to paint it, because painting it is like, it ain't gonna help it run any better. It's just gonna help it from rust and all that. So I decided to do that, but that's not part of the budget challenge. But we're still gonna get it rolling while we're waiting for the tires to get here. I'm hoping to get here today, so I could maybe try to put them on, or maybe on Sunday we could put them on. But let's continue painting this. I have it halfway done, and here's how it's looking already. You see the back is painted a little bit, the middle's black, and the front's gonna be red as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna need another spray paint can. Hoping not, but we gotta sand the front now, because we only sanded these 2 sides, and then paint the bottom a little bit, get the tape rolling, and we should be good to go. with this, we're gonna call it done for painting. And yeah, everything's nice. I know it's not the best painting job, but is way better than I thought it was gonna come out. The maple's nice and black. I might put some black tape over here, but that's besides the point. Now that we got this done, you guys could skip this step because if you guys don't want to paint, you don't have to. We're gonna deal with now fixing the tires. Now, you guys are thinking, how in the world is you gonna get that tire off? That is gonna take a long time. Well, there's a lot you could do with a knife and rubber. Let's see if we can cut this tire too.
Nope, nope, nope.
You know there's a problem when your go-kart bolt is bigger than a car bolt. If this does not fit inside that bolt, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so these are the 2 new tires I bought from Walmart. We're going to bust them open and put one on each side. I'm going to try to save the other tire down there. I don't know if you guys can see it because it actually looks still pretty decent. So let's get these guys open and then I'll show you guys how to see if we can put them on. Alright guys, so I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you me putting the tire on the rim. My memory card said there was an error in that footage. I'm sorry for that. But I was kind of skimming through those things because it wasn't fully important, because I don't know if you guys' frame's gonna have the same problems mine did. So I was just skipping through the painting since that's extra and putting the tires and stuff. Your guys' frame might be perfectly fine. It depends how you get it and where you get it. So mine should be ready after day 2. We are done and this is how it looks like. We've got the 2 back tires on. Now the back one is not exactly center, but I don't think that'll make such of a big difference. The paint is on. We have sanded it. We painted it. It's not the best paint job, but it'll do for me very good. And yeah, we're done of day 2. When day 3 comes, it's to put the motor, the clutch, the chain, hopefully everything, hook everything up, and have it rolling by day 3. So let's jump to day 3 whenever it comes.
Day 3.
Alright, we're here in Harbor Freight. Found a 212 Predator engine. 119 with a coupon. It is $100 where I have the coupon. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get the non-Hemi one because that's the original horizontal shaft. Now for a little dirt bike, I'll probably get this one, which is the 79cc, and put it on. But for right now, I'm going for this one. Looks nice. Gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the newest member of our team. There she is. Wish I had better lighting in here. This is the engine. Got the gas only. Gotta find out where the oil goes. Here's the throttle, pull. Comes with a little tool there, the instruction manual, and that's basically it in the box. I'm gonna keep it just in case something happens. Now I always recommend, let me see where I can find it. Yeah, to buy the one that's item number 69730, because they also have another one that starts with a 60. And the thing what happened with Harbor Freight was that all their Predator engines were made by one factory, and they didn't want to keep all their eggs in one basket, so they grabbed another factory. You could produce another type of engine, basically the same one, but obviously it was a little different. So the second one that they made, which is the 60, sometimes gives on you. I heard some bad reviews on it, but they said the 69 lasts longer and nobody had problems with it. So I made sure to pick up a 69, and I'm pretty sure you guys want to do the same because it's better to have a more trustworthy engine. It was the first company in the factory that made it. So I'm just gonna go see if this fits, and that should be it for today. When my new clutch comes and I got everything ready with the gas, the oil, I also bought the oil for it. Let's see if I can find it. I bought full synthetic 4-stroke 10W-30 oil for this thing because that's what the manual said. Now, if it's under 32 degrees Fahrenheit, I think it said to use 5W-30. But since over here in the summer it gets real hot, I'm gonna use that. And in the winter, in the nights, it could go below. It could go up to like maybe 30 degrees. So I'm gonna probably in the winter switch it to 5W-30. But that's basically it for today. We'll come back to you when the clutch is here and we have everything ready just to put on the go-kart and maybe get it started that day. So see you at day 4.
Day 4.
Alright guys, we are back here with, I believe, day 4 of the challenge. I think it's day 4. I kind of lost track by now. But we are down. Today is the day where everything is going down. We got everything we need. We got all the hardware. I bought this new hat from the flea market so I can have a nice helmet to go with the go-kart. We got the chain and we got everything we need in here. Let's get it a little more in the sun so you guys can see it a little better. Got my oil and everything. So I already got the engine started. Now I'll probably show it again later on today. But now we're going to mount it, get the chain cut to the right length, get the clutch mounted on. I'll show you how to do that too. And then, yeah, put it through the braking period. And we should be riding this thing by tonight. We should have everything riding perfectly well. So I hope you guys enjoy. And now, this is the part where you guys have probably all been looking for. We're going to put this thing together. And if you're wondering what size is the shaft for the screws for the shaft of the engine, the size is 5/16-24, and the biggest one they had in Lowe's was 1 inch, which just so happens to be perfect for me right now. So it's just screwing good enough. They had one that was longer, but it had space in between with no threads. The threads didn't go all the way up, so I took this one because it fit perfectly. So now let's go outside. Alright, we are out here. We got the engine out. Now to start the engine, we have the start and run. So when you're going to pull it, you leave it here and then you push it once you see it starting to roll. You got the gas here. That's off. This is on. So we're going to push this thing down here to turn it on. And we have the kill switch basically. And we're going to turn that to on and we're going to see if it starts on. First pull. Now we're going to take this thing off the choke. Like that, we got it running. Now to turn it off, you just press the little kill switch down there, but that was easy. Now we're gonna get the clutch tightened, and then we're gonna mount it onto the go-kart. And if you're wondering what size this is a half size. It fits perfect right here, and it tightens it nice and good. So that's what we're gonna use for the clutch. I'm going to put a lock washer and then a regular washer and tighten it up. One thing you always want to do is line up this washer right here. Make sure it grabs all around the clutch. I should have bought a bigger washer, but this is the one I had. So I'm going to put that one right there and hope it grabs on everything. After that, we should be good to tighten it. Now when you see that the thing can't turn anymore and it's spinning the whole shaft, you just leave your little open end wrench right there. Grab a hammer, tap it once, and the pressure should stop it from moving, and that should be about it. If you want, you can tap it a little more. But I think that's good enough for me. So then we're gonna leave that thing on. It should be nice and tight. We should move on. Now it's worthy to note I had to put some spacers here on the clutch because it wasn't stuck out enough for me to tighten it onto the sprocket here. The sprocket right there, because it just wasn't working out. But I stuck it out a little bit and it should be nice and tight. Alright, so I also did one more modification. I drilled the hole right through the plate only. Make sure you don't do, I tried to do it through in there, but I felt like I didn't want to hurt anything on the body, so I just drilled it through the plate up here. Drilled a small hole through there, so now when you pull it, it snaps back. So that way you can make sure you're not stuck in a position that when you put the gas and it doesn't come back, you make sure you have this spring here. And I bought this in Lowe's too, so this shouldn't be that hard and it comes back nicely. So yeah, a small modification I wanted to do just to make sure I don't get stuck in the middle over there going 30 miles an hour max speed and I can't stop myself. Alright, so I'm sorry I'm not able to work you guys through this because it's hard to do with a tripod, but I installed 2 springs on here to make sure this thing comes back. I tightened up the throttle cable right in there with this screw, and then I opened this screw. There's a hole. Let me see if I can get it. the hole that goes right through there that you connect the throttle cable through. You loosen up the screw, and then you install it right through in there. And after that, you tighten it up. And after you add the springs, it should be good. And I connected it to the brake, to the gas up there. Got the chain cut. I'm gonna install that once my dad brings me the bolts because I bought the wrong nuts. So I'm gonna get the bolts on there. And after that, it should be almost good to go. Alright, so these are the bolts we're going to use to mount the engine onto the go-kart. I'm putting a lock washer in the top, and then I'm going to insert it in. Then I'm going to put another lock washer, no, regular washer, then the lock washer, and then the lock nuts that I'm going to have that are right here with little thread. Just will stop it from coming out a little more, especially since it's an engine, it shakes a lot. So that's what I'm going to do basically. I'm going to put that in fast motion because it's very easy, like I just showed you what you got to do. And yeah, so let's get it mounted on. Yeah. Oh, we are gonna play?
Before I go to work, maybe play like 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, I'll put you there. Alright, so we got everything rolling. I hope you guys can hear me now. But all I did was connect the throttle cable like I showed you, connect the chain through the master link, and I tightened everything. Everything looks like it's nice. It rolled really well. I'm leaving it through the braking period. They said it should be at least, they say 3 hours at half throttle. I'll probably do 2 hours with no throttle. And then just change the oil, put brand new oil on it, and ride it around a little bit. I won't stress it too much, just to make sure the braking goes well. And now, yeah, we should be good to go, and let's have a good go-kart rolling. So now I'll show you guys the footage of me riding it around the property. And I still got the path to finish down there and the Sherwood for it. So everything turned out well. Praise God. Alright guys, we are back here with day 5 of the go-kart. Today everything is finished, ready to go. We're ready to ride it. Now I already rode it a little bit because I wanted to ride it for the braking period. Then as I showed you yesterday, I let it brake for about 2 hours. Now the manual says it's supposed to be 3 hours at, I think, half throttle. You guys should make sure of that and read the manual before you do it. Don't take my word for it completely, but that's what I think it's supposed to do. And I would advise changing the oil when you're done with that and just putting brand new oil, and then that should be good. Now I have my helmet here because safety is our number 2 priority. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's number 3. Alright, so here's the go-kart. Let me take the engine out. Alright, so if you're wondering what just happened there, well, me and Gabriel rode it a little earlier today, and right after we were done, I put the tarp over it because it might have rained, and the muffler melted right through the tarp. And there's nothing I can do about that. We'll buy a new tarp, maybe one especially made for go-kart, UV protection, waterproof, maybe also heat resistant, because that's what I need, because that thing just burnt the tarp right through, as you see right there. But hopefully it ain't such a big deal. Let's make my engine muffler look a little blue, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. friend, is a great ride. Highlight JP's new look. I got the hat, got the glasses. Now these don't fully fit, but they protect my face super good. And I don't know if you guys can hear me too well now, but I hope that was enough video footage to show you how good this go-kart is. Now I know I didn't film a lot because I also don't have a lot to film. I have to build the roads down there in the Sherwood Forest, and I gotta add a few things when I make the modification video on this go-kart, which will probably be adding some headlights, adding a seat belt, adding a speedometer, and a kill switch, because those are all the things this thing needed. I already added the seats, which I got from an old some type of weight machine. I put it on this and it looks nice, very comfortable. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. This thing's looking good, and that's how you turn that go-kart into this right here. Beautiful looking go-kart. I just got maybe also change the front tires and then the little gas cable. So that's it. Ugh. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see my previous video, hit the one right here. If you want to see the video to recommend, hit the button right here. And if you want to join JP Nation, hit the bomb right here. And to support the channel, there's an eBay store listing in the description below. And subscribe and stay notified because there's some great videos coming up with my Gammo gun I'm going to try to film. And you guys seem to enjoy those, so they're going to come up. So until next time, this is Josiah, signing out.